This feels smaller than last time, but we'll see how well that works. We came with 2 complimentary bottles of water, which I guess I'll need over the course of the days. Let's check out the menu. So overall, the menu looks better than last time. Because last time, I think it was the middle of COVID. So this trip, I'm going from Washington, Seattle, Washington, to Boston, Massachusetts, by way of Washington, D.C., well, Chicago and then Washington, D.C.
Way from Seattle all the way to and all points in between. No, I do not get off this train to go to a hotel and get a break. I stay on board with all y'all. Okay, so I normally like to start this off because it is my most popular question. Do you have Wi-Fi? No, we do not have Wi-Fi aboard the Empire Builder. On the website it says the Empire Service has the Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, the Empire Service is in New York. So we do not have Wi-Fi on this train. The only internet service you will have is from your cell phone provider. Our dining room attendant will be coming around here shortly to do dinner reservations. Dinner is by reservation only. If you do decide that you also want room service, that is okay too. Just let the dining room attendant know when she is taking reservations that you would like room service, and she will let me know. We have 4 bathrooms on this train. 1 bathroom is upstairs by the coffee pot. And there are 3 bathrooms downstairs along with a shower. There's also soap and bath towels in the shower room, along with a bag to put your wet towels in. Please always wear your shoes at all times when walking about the train. That stuff that you see in the bathroom floor, it is not water. 9 times out of 10, it is not water. So please always wear your shoes. Always wear your shoes when walking throughout the train. In between the train cars, those do move. And I don't want to see anybody lose their toes if it decides to bounce up a little bit while we're traveling along the rails. So please wear your shoes. There's also no smoking aboard this train. Also, on fresh air breaks, there is no use of marijuana outside of the train on its platforms. We do go by federal law here. If you agree or disagree, that is not up to me. I just follow the rules, just like everybody else. I have a family to support. So if I see you smoking marijuana on our platforms, that will be your final stop aboard the Empire Builder. If you disagree with this, please write your congressman. So whatever is illegal to ingest by federal law, we follow that. So please keep that in mind. When you are outside, please be considerate of others. No running on the platform, as we do have people with walking disabilities walking on our platforms. So please be aware of that and be courteous of others. When there is a fresh air break, it will be Wenatchee, Washington. If you do decide to partake in nicotine or vaping, please step 25 feet away from the train. Also Also part of the no marijuana is also those marijuana vape pens. That is also a no-no. All right, I'm done with the doom and gloom. I'm going to be by to introduce everybody to their rooms. In each of the rooms, there is a closet. In that closet, you have 2 hand towels and 2 washcloths. You also have 2 hangers. In the deluxe rooms, you have a little bit more. You have some soap. You have some 3 hand towels and 3 washcloths. You also have an extra thing of toilet paper there, if you do need it, and a Kleenex box. In the bathrooms in the deluxe, you also have 4 bath towels. In the deluxe rooms, you have a bathroom and a shower. Trying to think of anything else. I also have coffee brewing at the top of the stairs. Go ahead and help yourselves to that. The coffee is ready to go for y'all. Right behind the coffee maker, across from the stairs, is like a little coffee condiment area. It has sugar, honey, creamer, those hand protectors, coffee cups, and coffee lids, and along with coffee stirrers. So feel free to help yourselves with that. I'll be shutting that off around 10 p.m. And it will turn back.
Attention passengers, your conductors and crew, welcome aboard Amtrak number 8, the eastbound Empire Builder with service to Chicago, making all intermediate stops across America's High Line. This train will be departing shortly at 55 minutes after the hour. Please be advised there's no smoking aboard the train at any time. That does include vaping. Your first opportunity to step off the train, stretch your legs, and have that first drag will be at Wenatchee, Columbia Station, Wenatchee, Washington, closer to 9 o'clock this evening. Your first fresh air break, smoke break stop, announcements will be made for that station. If you're traveling with small children, do ensure that they are accompanied by an adult as they travel throughout the train for their safety. Most, if not all, of the restrooms in your car are located at the lower level. Passengers should be wearing shoes anytime you're up out of your seat or accommodation. All passengers are to expect a quiet, respectful atmosphere aboard. Please do report any unwelcome behavior to an Amtrak crew member at any time. Please be advised it is Amtrak's policy that personal electronic devices, to include cell phones, tablets, and laptops, must be completely silenced at all times for the comfort of those seated around you. Headphones are required for the use of the volume on any of these devices. That does include children's devices. This applies to passengers sitting in any public space, to include any coach seating area, the dining car, as well as sleeper accommodations when your door is open. Our first station stop after departure will be Edmonds. Please be advised that all station stops not announced as fresh air break or smoke break stops will prohibit the reboarding of passengers. That means it'll be very important to stay on the train unless it is your destination called, or unless it is a fresh air break, smoke break stop announced prior to arrival. Again, that first smoke break stop will be Wenatchee. This is the Seattle section of the Empire Builder. This train retains a dining car but does not gain a sightseer lounge car until we combine with train 28 in Spokane, Washington in the early morning hours later tonight. The train's dining car is currently closed. They will open up not too long after departure for dinner reservations. As they prepare for their dinner service this evening, they will remain closed until further announcements are made regarding service in that car. Thank you for traveling Amtrak. Welcome aboard. We'll be on the move shortly.
Folks, the dining car. Reminder, folks, dinner here at the dining car is by reservation only. I'll be going to all sleeping car accommodations to get dinner reservations for tonight. So if you have family or friends traveling with you folks, please remind me so I can put you all together in one reservation time. Our meal time starts at 6 o'clock. First seating is 6 o'clock. Second seating is 6:45. Second seating is 6:45. Last seating is 7:30. And our last seating, folks, for tonight is 7:30. I'll be starting from the 8:30 sleeper. Next is 8:31, and the last one is 8:32. If you're inside your room, folks, please open your doors so I can get your reservation for tonight, and or for after I'm done with the sleeping car accommodations. I'll be making announcements, folks, for those of you in coaches, if you're interested to join us for a full sit-down 3-course dinner. Please, I'll be making announcements, folks, and if you just want us not to go, I'm open after reservation time. I do have hot dog, cheeseburger, cookies, candies, alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages available for sale. I do accept debit, credit card for famous. I'll be making an announcement, folks, when I'm ready to open. But for now, reservation first. Thank you, folks. Welcome aboard, and thank you for traveling on Amtrak. And also, folks, we do practice community seating here at the dining car. Very important. If you're not a family of 4, you've got to be seated with new friends on the train. There's another option. If you want to eat inside your room, your respective train attendants will take care of your order and bring the food to your room. But if you want to join us, folks, here at the dining car, it will be a pleasure serving you. Thank you, folks. Once again, folks, welcome aboard, and thank you for traveling on Amtrak.
So this is the first hour in about 48 hours being on the train. This is the second station stop that we're just leaving. So this is the first Mount Break stop that's coming up. They said they're going to change the engineering and they'll stop for about 5 to 7 minutes. My place hotel. Interesting. I've never seen that before.
Washington is a fresh air break. Go ahead and step off. If you are going to partake in nicotine, go ahead and step about 25 feet away from the train. Please remember, marijuana is prohibited on our platforms. Wenatchee. For those of you with breathing issues, there are wildfires in the area and you do smell smoke, so please use caution.
It's currently almost 5:30. Thinking somewhere in Idaho of the first night. And this is what's currently outside my window.
What would you like for breakfast this morning?
Well, I would like the scrambled eggs with cheddar.
All right.
And I want the eggs cooked. Not well, but I don't want any loose ones, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Victor copies that for the second spot in Hammer. I will be standing by. Thank you for the update.
So you're gonna get out?
Still in Montana. It's a pretty wide state, isn't
Tickets, your reservations, please go by that reservation time. They are in Mountain Time. Sorry for the confusion, and we have always gone by Mountain Time in our meal period for dinner on this day. So when Danita, our wonderful dining room steward, or Scott, our service attendant, which is your waiter, makes the announcement for your reservation time, go ahead and head on down there. Just remember your reservation time is an hour behind current local time or your time that is on your phone or other smart devices. Our next stop will be in approximately 25 minutes for Williston, North Dakota, where we will be picking up 2 more friends here on our journey towards Chicago. Our next fresh air break will be Minot, North Dakota at approximately 9:30 p.m. Central Time or local time. As a sleeping car attendant, I do operate in local time, so right now I do operate in Central Time, but the dining room operates in Mountain Time, which is an hour behind our current time. Sorry for repeating that message, it's just everybody seems to want to go down there at local time, and we don't want that for the dining room. Alright, if you have any questions, go ahead and ring those buzzers. They'll be more than happy to answer them. For those of you that want your beds down when you go to dinner, before you go to dinner, please go ahead and hit that call button, and I'll be more than happy to come around and set those beds down for you as you go to dinner. Alright, thank you for choosing Amtrak, and have a wonderful evening.
Alright, so we just crossed into North Dakota from Montana, and the time zone has changed, so it's fun. We just skipped an hour. Just had a 1 hour wait to the station. But this is the second night on the train.
Make beds and take linens off the beds. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I do need to get done before Chicago, Illinois, and I do have several other things that I need to be doing at that time. Once again,
Oh,
in
this
1
is
hour,
awesome.
you will need access to those couple rooms that still have linens on their beds. I need to take the linens off and I need to make those beds. Thank you.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I think this is a town I've never been in. Probably one of the biggest towns I've never been to. I guess that's the library in Milwaukee.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, you have to use the stairs, escalator, or the elevator. Walk across the crosswalk. That's how you access the lobby here in Milwaukee. I want to thank you for traveling Amtrak. This stop is downtown Milwaukee Intermodal Station.
Second to last stop. Well, next stop is Chicago. This current stop is Glenview. So, almost done with the first leg. Guess this is the outskirts of Chicago.
Also, please do not crowd the stairways and the hallways so my co-workers can open the doors here at the station. Thank you.
Yes, this is the main lobby home. one has all of 2 plugs, which I guess is an upgrade. And it has its own toiletries, or at least lotion, soap, and shampoo. And I guess I have my own water. There we go. And it still comes with the 2 complimentary bottles of water.
Red and white striped poles, as this train does make unexpected movements, and safety is a top priority here at Amtrak. Directly in front of those bathrooms is an ADA space. That space is reserved for any passengers traveling with mobility aids, such as walkers, wheelchairs, or power scooters. Please do not store any bags in that space. Again, that space is reserved for any passengers traveling with mobility aids, such as walkers, wheelchairs, and power scooters. Bags may only be stored in the overhead or end-of-car luggage rack. Please do not store any personal items in the seat next to you. Again, bags may only be stored in the overhead or end-of-car luggage racks. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 food service cars on this train, a cafe car and a full-service dining car. Neither one of those cars is currently open. Again, both the dining car and cafe car are currently closed. An announcement will be made when those cars are ready to open and begin service. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, conductors will be coming around to scan tickets, so please have them out and ready.
In Chicago on time, on the way to DC and DC to Boston. I think we stop in Pittsburgh at 5 a.m. I don't know if I'll wake up for that, maybe.
Gather your belongings so you're ready to get off the train. Now all doors will open, so please only exit where you see a uniformed member of the crew. This will be the last station stop announcement for the night. In just about 12 minutes, we will be entering our quiet hours. Quiet hours are 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. And what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is all electronic devices may only be used with headphones. If you need to make a phone call, please make your way to the nearest vestibule or cafe car to do so. And please keep your conversation volume to a minimum. All we ask is that you just have a little bit of common courtesy for your fellow passengers who will be trying to sleep throughout the night. This announcement will also be the last call for the cafe car. Cafe car will remain open until 11 p.m. and then close for the night and reopen at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Again, the cafe car will remain open for just about an hour and 10 minutes, and then it will close for the rest of the night. Cafe car is located in the middle of the train, rear of all coaches, front of all sleepers. Throughout the night, there will be 3 smoking fresh air breaks. Those will be Toledo at approximately 11:40 p.m., Cleveland at about 1:45 a.m., and Pittsburgh at 5 o'clock in the morning. Again, those 3 smoking fresh air breaks will be Toledo at 11:40 p.m., Cleveland 1:45 a.m., and Pittsburgh 5 a.m. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, just about 45 more minutes to Waterloo.
So this was unexpected and definitely not something that I wanted to happen, but our train met a car. It's currently 11:30 a.m. or p.m. and we're probably going to be stuck here for a while, so somewhere in Indiana, I think. And for some reason I'm mentioning, I don't know why I'm mentioning, unless the train's about to start again, which will be close to America. That's the car, I don't know if you can see it. I guess they're checking for any damage to the train, maybe. Alright, we'll see if the train actually starts moving. Yeah, and we're in Waterloo.
Unfortunately, we did strike a vehicle. However, there was no occupants in the vehicle. Nobody was injured. This time, we're just waiting for the vehicle to be cleared off of the tracks so we can continue moving. Again, we did strike a vehicle. Nobody was injured as the car was not occupied. Just waiting for the debris to get cleared so we can keep moving here. As soon as we get back on the move, our next station stop in approximately 1 hour will be Toledo.
I don't know if we're gonna just travel much slower than expected. No, he's picking up speed. Alright. And we are on our way. Waterloo, Indiana. Wonderful. It's 3:30. We're in Cleveland. It's 6:30 and we're in Pittsburgh. We're supposed to be here in an hour and 40 minutes ago. I didn't really think of that mistake direction, it was right. And this is the last French toast breakfast I'll be having. Because the next train I'm taking is the Acela, which doesn't have food. So that's Sunrise by train for me at least. Somewhere outside of Pittsburgh, maybe about 30-40 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. We're still running close to about an hour and 40 minutes late. which is just late enough for me to miss my connecting train. So we'll see what happens when I get to DC. Stop is DC. So let's see. Do I make my connection?
Few minutes to be arriving Rockville. Union Station. If Washington DC Union Station is your stop, please gather all your belongings and be ready. Wherever you see a crew member, that's going to be your exit door. So once again, in few minutes, you'll be arriving Washington DC Union Station. And also in DC, you can have your smoke or rest stop because the train will be there for a few minutes. So you can have a smoke or rest break, but be beside the train. Please don't leave the train. You can rest or smoke beside the train. You can have a stretch break there. On the behalf of Train 41, the crew, we thank you for choosing Amtrak and have a good day.
Alright, so it looks like we're almost there. In Easton, DC, the train seems to run along the red line, I think it is, of the metro, which is kind of neat to have, like, national travel close by local transit.
Priority boarding will begin down Amtrak at rewards select executive and select club members and customers traveling in first class. For all customers boarding on the train, please check your travel documents for your car and see the signs. Military personnel, families with small children, and anyone needing extra assistance stations are also welcome to board now in the priority lineup A tab, track 19. Please secure all personal belongings. Our children closely. If you observe with wish to pass safety or unattended bags, please notify Amtrak.
Maybe about 20 minutes to spare.
Attention please. Attention please. This is boarding call for train number 2170 Northeast Regional. Attention please. This is the boarding call for train number 2170. Sarasota, taking Anthony to South 17. After this, they continue the SF train.
Please have all tickets out wide and bright.
Yes, first stop's Baltimore.
Every time he says my turn, I keep wanting to do it in a language voice. My turn. My turn. My turn. No, this is Philadelphia. Monsters were the wrong, but he's just like, oh, that's fun.
DC to Philly. About 2.5 hours.
So just jumps. Can you right back? There's also a character. Yeah, character experience.
And then they even have a software how to go sign. It doesn't work. I tried it. Just sign on your phone and it doesn't work. If you ever do it, show it.
Coming up next.
Can you please read the back here?
So that's going to be the city of Maine. Monroe Internext. So after another half an hour delay, we're now in New Haven.
Right, they're a couple of year, they're like